Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we're going to be taking a look at two new Transformers that just suddenly showed up out of nowhere. Yes, Hasbro finally revealed Wave 2 of Legacy United, and now we're already looking into Legacy Wave 3 because they were super late on the draw, but that's just how it is, I guess. So originally I was meant to talk about Vector Prime in this video, but then something else came out, so we're going to talk about that ahead of this. This is the Infernac universe Nucleus. Now, we heard that it was going to be a retool of the Magnus figure, and obviously that's the case. You can see that with the proportions of the truck mode. And it's another one of those Rock Lord-esque weaponizer, armorizer type characters. And some people are disappointed because Shadow Striker was repainted into Sideburn without any changes to the alt mode, and people think that maybe the remolding work should have been done to the Sideburn rather than this. But to that I'd say, if there was any remolding work to be done for Sideburn, it would probably be ahead of Shadow Striker because the robot mode looks like Sideburn anyways. So anyways, taking a look at this, I actually like the white, the gold, and the changes with the alt mode. You can see that the canopy is more armored. You could also see that it's got that gold kind of sheen to it. It kind of reminds me of something that you would see on the moon, like a Mars rover, but collided with some rocks. I don't know if that's the intention, but that's what it looks like. And then you can see that they changed the back. I'm not sure if it comes with the pickaxe part because it's really hard to tell. Everything is white, but it's got these included booster sets. So I thought that was a nice change, you know, doing something a little different to the Magnus design. And then taking a look at the robot mode, and yeah, I kind of like the gold going down here on the chest, the gold you can find in different spots. I think that there's a lot of white, and then there's kind of like this off-white, almost gray color, so it's not completely all the same. I don't mind the head sculpt. I don't like it as much as Magnus, but I think it's kind of cool, and you can see that the rockets transform into some sort of handheld weapon. So, yeah, as far as this is concerned, it's another one that's being thrown in, another armorizer that nobody really knows about, but I'm sure people will like it when it comes out. Anyways, moving on, this is the most exciting thing for me because I love Transformers Cybertron. It was a series that I kind of started off with getting into Transformers, and we've already seen the hotshot previously. In fact, I talked about that yesterday, so it's kind of funny to see another Cybertronian character, or Cybertron character, I should say. This is Vector Prime, and I gotta say that the alt mode, I think it works. If you notice that the design seems very similar with the arms underneath, and then you can see that little tail fin, this is actually a remold of the G-axis. So it's taking certain parts, but it's also changing a lot of it. You can see the transformation is going to be very similar for the front canopy, which is going to form the chest, but they did change a lot. It almost looks like his sword is peeking through. I do like the fact that they gave him that little notch, because the original Vector Prime toy had a launching feature at the front of the ship, so they wanted to reference that. I thought that was pretty cool. You could also see that you can plug a cyber key on the top of there. We'll talk about that with the robot mode, but I think the fins are fine. They could have been a little bigger, but I think for what it's worth, you know, I think they did a fair job. And yeah, I don't see as much of G-axis with this until you get to the robot mode, and you can see the proportions of the chest. You can definitely see that the legs are the same as G-axis. Now, it's got a different cover piece. That's good because it's got that little core section. It's also got new shoulder pads, which is a big thing for Vector Prime. You can also see that the backpack will be able to tuck in a little better, and I kind of like how that looks. And also with the legs, I wasn't sure how I feel about it with the circuitry detail, because you could see that on the lower shins, but I think it's fine. And looking at the original Vector Prime toy, he kind of had that. It was more so in the knees, but still something similar to that, so I don't know. What I am disappointed by is the fact that the feet don't have the launching gunners. So that kind of sucks. But he does come with the sword, and like I said before, he does come with the cyber key. Now, in this image, he looks a little more stoic. He looks a little more like Vector Prime. I love the head sculpt. I love the blue face. I like the gold accents you can see here and there. The cyber key is the original design, but, you know, it can incorporate with the other Transformers. I actually do have the original Vector Prime toy, but it's the brown repaint that was in later. I think it's the Galaxy Force version. I can't remember. But anyways, yes, I do have a version of Vector Prime, but I'm not opposed to this. I love the Transformers Cybertron characters. You know, I got the Metroplex, I got the Galaxy upgrade Optimus Prime, and whatever else. I need to get the Starscream, but otherwise, yeah, this is pretty awesome. So with that out of the way, what do you guys think? Please comment below. Let me know, please. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And we'll see you guys next time.
Allspark TV. Now that's just prime.